And soon I'll be free, then we'll be back for all of you. Oh! Oh, hello there, everyone. I just, reading this book there. It's called The Bumper Book of Pantomimes by Patrick Pryor. So I'm just reading some lines for Little Red Riding Hood one I did so far for that. But yeah, I just you just saw me reading the lines for the baddie for that. So yeah, those are some other pantos as well, like Robin Hood, Mother Goose, Jack and the Beanstalk, and Dick Whittington. So yeah, that's what it was there. So that's the bumper book of pantomimes for that. But talking of pantomimes, it's Friday, it's 6 o'clock, and it's time for my History of Panto Years. It's Ben's History of Panto Years. Oh, yes, it is. Hello there, everyone, and welcome once again to my History of Panto Years. So, we're on to episode 8 right now. Wow. Really good for that. So, I wonder what episode what I'm going to be doing today. Well, which year I'm going to be doing for that. So, today, I'm going to look at 2003 to 2004. So that's what today's episode is about. So, yeah. So, if you are ready, and if you are steady, and go. Right, let's see that I found the first one. And I got it already. So, right, let's get this started now. So first up on the list is Jack of the Beanstalk at the Durngate Theatre in Northampton. So let's see who we have here. And we have Joe Pasquale over there. Yeah, without his glasses, but for that. But so that's Joe Pasquale over there. So yeah, I think he's playing Simple Simon, I think it is. Yeah, Simple Simon. Yeah. Right, next up, we have Aladdin at the Mayflower Theatre in Southampton. So let's see. Jim Davidson. Yay. From Big Break for that. So, what is he playing? He's playing Aladdin. For that. Not wishy-washy, eh? So, he's playing Aladdin for that. Moving on now to Cinderella at the Birmingham Hippodrome. So let's see. We have Julian Clary, eh? Wow. And then Dave Benson Phillips. Yay. So, what is he playing? I think he's playing Buttons. I think it is. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's what he's playing, Buttons for that in Birmingham Hippodrome. Right. Moving on now. And it's Aladdin at the Sheffield Lyceum. So let's see who we have Des Coleman from EastEnders, and he's also a local weather presenter on ITV. So he's playing Slave of Iran, and we have Anna Williamson from Milkshake and Tunatic. And she is Aladdin, eh? Another girl dressed up as Aladdin for that. Next up, now this is going to be a good one, eh? And it's Cinderella at the Theatre Royal in Nottingham. So let's see, we have Bobby Davro over there, and look who's on the right. It's Alex Lovell from Playhouse Disney and BBC Points West, and she's Cinderella for that. Wow, but if you can see very carefully, there's a bit of a problem. Look at the text there at the top there, which is below Alex Lovell, and it says Disney Club's Little Alex. I don't know. I don't think she's in Disney Club. It's Playhouse Disney. I haven't got a clue what's going on there. But there was another poster there, which is by mistake, which is this one there. And it's this one. So they have the same mistake for that. So yeah. Right, moving on now to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at the Regent Theatre in Stoke-on-Trent. So let's see. We have Anne Diamond there from Loose Woman and Ken Morley. Yeah, I think he's from Big Brother for that. And we have Richard Cadell and Sooty in the middle of that. So, right, next up, it's Dick Whittington at the Theatre Royal Plymouth. And it's Boise from Only Fools and Horses. Yep, John Chalice there. He is the baddie. Ken Rats. Right, next one. It's Jack of the Beanstalk at the Palace Theatre in Mansfield. So we have Bodger and Badger. And the late Andy Cunningham as well. And that's, they're playing the King and Jester, eh? Jester's supposed to be like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs for that. But I don't know why they came to Jack and the Beanstalk for that. Right, next up on the list is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at the Central Theatre in Chatham. So let's see. Wow, a special song sheet appearance by Garfield, eh? Garfield the cat there. So, yeah. Let's see who's that. Who else is in there? Hey, who remembers Otis Dealey from CBBC, eh, guys? Yeah, I remember him for that. But, yeah, he plays models for that. But, one thing. Where's his last name gone? I don't know where it is there. Well, his last name is Dealey. D-E-L-E-Y for that. But, they just made it, like, incomplete. I don't know. Next up. We have Cinderella at Eastbourne. But, there's, I don't see where that theatre was. So, yeah, it's in a theatre somewhere in Eastbourne. So, yeah, who have we got? Stephen Mulhern. Yay. And it says SMTV Lives there. So, he's playing Buttons for that. So, yeah. Right, next up. We have Aladdin at the New Theatre in Cardiff. So let's see who we got. And we have Naomi Wilkinson. Yeah, from Milkshake and CBBC. And look who's on the bottom right. It's Spider-Man. How can Spider-Man be on a special guest in pantomime, eh? I bet if James Price, Harry's real life best friend, saw this like years ago for that. I don't know. Moving on now, and it's Cinderella at the Theatre Royal Windsor. So we have the late Mark Spate as Buttons, and we have special guest appearance by Postman Pat and his cat Jess. Wow. Right. Now we got Peter Pan at the Grand Theatre in Blackpool. So let's see who it is. Who remembers Sophie McDonald from CBBC and 50/50, eh, guys? Yeah, she's playing Peter Pan for that. But another woman dressed up as a man's clothes there. I don't know. Right, next up. We have Goldilocks and the Three Bears at the Civic Theatre in Darlington. So we have Clive Webb and Danny Adams there. Well, Danny Adams from Danny and Mick, the current CBBC show. And we have Lisa Riley from You've Been Framed. So she's the ringmaster for that. So, yeah, wow. Next up. We have Peter Pan at the Orchid Theatre in Dartford. So we have Kirsten O'Brien from Smart playing Peter Pan. And, another woman dressed up as a man for that. And we have that legend Brian Blessed as Captain Hook. So he caught Peter Pan already for that. Right, moving on now to Cinderella at the Anvil Theatre in Basingstoke. So we have Last of the Summer Wine, Sarah Thomas. And we have Chris Jarvis from CBBS. He's playing Buttons for that. But it's changed colour again. Like the same as Roy Walker. But and he still looks like he works at the hotel there. But change to blue, not this colour, Chris. I don't know. Right, next up on the list, we have Jack and the Beanstalk at the Gordon Craig Theatre in Stevenage. And we have the one and only Bradley Walsh. So he's playing Silly Billy. Wow. Good on him. Right, moving on now. And it's Cinderella at the Cliffs Pavilion Theatre. But in Southend-on-Sea. So we have the Chuckle Brothers there, Paul and late Barry. So I think Paul's playing Buttons and Barry's playing Zip. I think he's playing Zips. Yeah, it has an S in it at the end there. I didn't see that where it's coming there. Right, moving on now. We have another Cinderella. It's at the Manchester Opera House. So we have Brian Conley. That's the only one celebrity who's in it for that. So he's playing Buttons. Right, next up, we have Aladdin at the Wycombe Swan Theatre. So let's see. We have Sooty again. Whoa. But he's not with Richard Goodell because he's at the other theatre where he was there. But yeah, we have two Sooty in a row. So, well, not in a row, but two Sooty for that. And we have Frank Bruno over there. But I think he's a boxer, I think it is. Probably. Yeah. So it's a knockout of a pantomime. Next up, we have Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at the Hawth Crawley. So let's see. It's Andy Collins from Family Fortunes. Yay! So he's playing Muddles, I think it is. Probably. I don't know what he looks like. I don't know what he's playing because the writings are a bit too small for that. Right, next up, we have Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs again. And it's at Bristol Hippodrome. And we have one that I know that. It's Lily Savage. Well, which is the drag queen with Paul O'Grady. And she is the Wicked Queen. With that blackbird there. I don't know if it was there. And last but certainly not least is Peter Pan at the New Victoria Theatre in Woking. So let's see who we got. Oh, we got the EastEnders character you love to hate, Phil Mitchell. Yeah. Anyways, it's Steve McFadden. So he's playing Captain Hook for that. And we have Sarah Jane Honeywell from CBBS. Wow. I think she's playing Peter Pan for that. But yeah. Well, unfortunately, we have run out of time, I'm afraid. So, if you want to see more the Panto posters in 2003 to 2004, it's on the Panto Archive website, to remind you. So, there's going to be next episode coming up next week. So, yeah, ta-ra!